Welcome, fellow masters. My name is Misaki with the County Gurus, and once again, I'm joined by these two lovely gentlemen. On their side, it probably looks I'm pointing to nothing, but to me, I'm pointing up. So yeah, we have Sobrody from GNA.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for having me, Moo.
And of course, we have the awesome, amazing Justin from Kawaii Vivo.
Hello, Kawaii 5-0 here after crashing the global stock market to talk about this anime game.
Why'd you do that?
Excellent work, comrade.
Buy low, sell high.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip, oh Lord.
Keep buying the dip.
Man, well, I mean, that kind of works there. FGO 9th anniversary took a dip. Not the one that you want to buy. Oh, no. Ew. So, yeah.
FGO stocks went down.
If they were public.
Yeah. Okay, let me just open up right here. Listen, we do not specifically meet to dump on FGO this game. We still play and spend money on. Let me just preface that right here. Please do not think that we still enjoy the game. We talk about it because we give a goddamn about it, and because the internet cares about this a lot. This is incredibly important, relevant news, so it has to be talked about.
It was trending on Twitter for a while.
Yeah, that's wild. It was like FGO MP8.
MP8 was trending. It was like,
so, I guess Moo, quickly explain what MP8 is for everyone who may not be in the know on what's going on JP.
Exactly. It's the new meta now. So, yeah, FGO JP just had their 9th anniversary. Congratulations, by the way. 9 years is a very long time for a game to last. And a lot of people were excited for all the new services that are coming out and everything else, but there was a couple changes that people were particularly not happy. One, majorly, which is we got 2 new Append skills coming for all the NA people. In 2 years, you get 2 new Append skills. Really busted ones, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And they didn't give you any way to get more coins other than rolling more. And if you reach Bond 15, well, roll more. If you have welfares, well, good luck. Sucks to suck. You'll need MP8 if you're 5 stars, and if it's a 4-star, I've heard MP27, I've heard MP23, I've heard a lot of numbers. So yeah, that's why everyone, JP players specifically too, aren't too happy that this is kind of like the most pay to win mechanic that FGO has ever put in. Whereas, like, if you want to use this brand new thing that lowers your cooldowns passively, well, you gotta roll that servant again. Sorry. Limited 5-star, you maxed it out, level 120. You got all that done. Congratulations. Rolled 2 more times.
Yeah, got the MP8. It's funny because that buff is so massive, too, from that last up. For the cooldown reduction of pen skill, it's huge for so many servants.
Yeah, I've already seen people like mathing out like, okay, this breaks a lot of people, but who does this break the most? I've seen a lot of Arcwade Havers in my server being like, I'm glad I haven't invested anything. I'm ready. 2 years from now, baby, she's gonna be busted.
Ark's time is coming.
Ark's time is, and then imagine like Okada Izo, who already has a really low time for his skill. That was like 2 turns.
Oh, I do have all those coins in my bank.
Yeah. But yeah, busted arts teams like Tamamo to do the double cooldown reduction, or even Vitch for the cooldown reductions. So now you got all kinds of crazy synergies.
Just so people are aware, the other Append skill is a 20 to 30% critical damage boost, which is also insanely good.
Massive.
It's just cooldown reduction is the thing people are talking about. That's like into the stratosphere. If like it takes a lot to make mana loading look like doo-doo. Yeah, and both of these skills do that.
Everyone's like, every servant's a crit servant now. Y'all just get passive 30% crit buff. Let's go.
And then it makes the crit servants already stronger. Okita's like, oh man, let's go.
Is this indirect buff to quick?
There's a lot of really, really good stuff. But I mean, like the reason we are talking about this is not just because that, you know, people on JP were upset about it. The people who make FGO, Kano-san, apologized. for the implementation.
Really quickly.
That was fast.
Aniplex, the Sangle, Delightworks never responds this fast. Unless it's like a maintenance thing or like something that's like very obviously wrong with a servant. Maybe like, okay, we'll get to it as soon as possible. But if it's like a mechanic like servant coins, USOs, they don't touch it, they don't talk about it. It's 24 hours, less than that. They responded.
24 hours. And even they responded so fast they didn't even have a time frame for the fix. We're like, listen, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. All right.
Listen, honestly, the fact that they responded so fast, incredible. Good. Yeah, I love it. Good. I love it so much. That's awesome.
It's really good. It shows that they care, especially like we live in an age now where a lot of companies are starting to understand, hey, maybe if we listen to player feedback, the game might be better. Like Woo-Wah, for example, launched. It was rocky. They're like, you know what? We are so sorry. Take a free roll again. Look, I'm just saying.
You and your Woo-Wah.
I don't even play the game that much, guys. I'm just saying.
How much is Girl paying you?
0. I'm just impressed that a company would respond that quick, but I think because a gacha game company has responded to people as fast as Kuro did, it's kind of putting pressure on other companies to do the same. And JP players are like, we didn't let this fly. Well, you made an incorrect typo in this other game. We're not gonna let you guys fly, even if we love you, because it's just. This will be simply fixed if this had a way to fix the servant coins system, and it's not even that hard.
Yeah, I feel like that's fundamentally the issue. Is the servant coins as they are now just don't work. Not only do they not work for welfares, but it doesn't work for like as a system. Just implement a way of getting coins from the Rare Prism shop or something. Yeah. Like a blank coin.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, like, let's go over, like, exactly the fix that they gave out. Does anyone have, like, the actual, like, thing they gave out in the apology letter? Like, how have we fixed this? I have the
apology letter up. Hold on.
So Moo, why don't you tell us really quick, like, what they're doing to fix this, like, from their end, like, how they're remunerating players, and then we can, go from there on top of that.
Going forward, we will add a feature to allow you to switch an unlock append skill to unlock another append skill. Okay. You will now be able to switch to unlocking other append skills while retaining the unlock level of the append skill you've already unlocked. If you do this, if the append skill you want to switch is not unlocked, the append skill you want to switch will return to level 1 in closed state. So basically, if you have one that's already invested in, you literally just swap it to somewhere else, and the previous append goes back to reset.
Okay.
The other part of it is servant coins used to cast a Holy Grail will be restored, and the amount of Holy Grails that could have been cast in the past will be compensated. So they're giving Grails and coins that you use. So regardless if you actually use the coins in the cash, you're getting
just full refund for like the entire. That kind of that's crazy. That kind of negates that entire system in a way. It sort of like resets it to day 0.
Right, but you get the Grails too from it.
Well, that's the thing. Like you still get everything. It's like a retroactive reward, but basically resetting an entire system to day 0 is an intense correction.
Yeah, and there's even more apparently. For all the users who have forged a Holy Grail by the 4th on Sunday, and servant coins consumed in that will also be restored for all rarities. In addition, we'll be calculating the number of Holy Grails that could have been minted in for all users. So everyone.
Everyone just gets it. It's a blank.
Everyone gets it. And they said they're responding to these quests as soon as possible. After we are ready, we intend to prioritize new features that require them. But since we are also simultaneously preparing for various events, we ask for your understanding, and it might take several months. People miss this part. The change is not going to happen instantly. It's going to take a while because we're getting ready for whatever.
My guess is they might even roll it out during New Year's for like that whole celebration.
I expect that, or like if they get done early, like a download campaign. But, I mean, people should not expect this like this week or tomorrow. They shouldn't expect anything like that. Just they covered their base by saying we are working on it, and when it's done, we will show you.
Yeah. So this is actually a lot better of a response than I would have ever expected. I mean, a full refund and a full, reset of this entire Grail casting system, and you're getting your coins back. Here you go. We'll be able to start that from square one. So that's all good. However, the thing that I'm hoping they address when they do these changes, and I don't think any of us want to say they're not going to do any of this, but it's like that technically the things that were trending, the NP8, etc., that doesn't technically fix the problem a lot of those players were having, does it?
No. It inherently, all the things they did, the Grail stuff, the coin stuff, the Saint course, the 120 Saint course are also given out during this.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
That was cool. It was nice, but it's still the issue that as it stands, if you want to use it, you do need to get more copies of an SSR that you don't have. If you're welfares, they still can't get any coins for them any more than you have. So it doesn't really fix anything. They're just saying, we promise we will fix it. We're sorry for telling you to delete your coins and then do this fix after.
It doesn't apply to the future servants either. So when you guys roll CL, if you want to, still got to get an NP8 if you want to, according to this system.
If you want to
completionist it, So it doesn't. This is kind of just a band-aid on the bigger problem, which is the coin system as a whole.
And a lot of content creators are kind of narrowing in on that. K-Droth mentioned it during his stream that that's the thing. He's been saying the server coin needs to be fixed. Like, we got the gambit of people talking about it on Twitter. Rio Emerald, Keita Sean, Plushy Mistress, like everybody. I think for once, all the content creators kind of just agree.
Yeah, it's weird to see this much unity in the FGO community right now.
I'm glad. I'm happy for it. I'm here for it.
I am glad. I'm glad we're all on the same mindset. I have to say, I have seen a few, obviously, they're not representative of the whole community, but I've gotten like a bunch of people who are just like, how dare you complain, you whale.
like what do you mean?
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. It's like, how dare you? How dare you tell us what to do? I'm trying to get you out of slavery, my dude.
Yeah,
how dare you?
Well, I mean, that's always going to happen, right? I mean, I remember, I shared this, immediately on Twitter the second I saw it, but somebody already had a completely maxed out Morgan Le Fay within hours after the new Append skills dropped. Every single Append skill maxed out, even the new ones, already 120. So there are people who end up, because they ended rolling for all these extra copies of their characters when there was no legitimate reason to mechanically, they're not affected by this. So, I mean, they're of course not going to really worry about that.
They're just literally rolling in dough, and it's so obviously this doesn't affect really people on the high end who are just gonna wail anyway, and who've already done it. But it does affect the mid-side dolphins, free to plays for sure, because now that just messes up the whole plan.
Oh yeah, this sucks for free to plays.
And I'll go back to Plushy because he said, "Look, I'm a completionist. I wanted to just completely max out everything for my favorite server because I love them, and today I can't because I can't afford that." And yeah, that's a lot to ask. Even though they fixed the pity system, it's better than it was before. Now it's at least there's a safety net. It's really expensive safety net, but it's there.
It's a good point because people are saying, "Oh, this just only affects the hyper super whales, the leviathans that are going to go to MPA." But I actually think this affects dolphins and low end spenders more because someone like me who is I'm happy with NP2 because that's a damage upgrade. Now I'm going to be thinking but if I get MP3, maybe I can get that extra pen skill that you kind of need for the cooldown and the passive crit and the mana loading. So it just kind of puts that extra pressure on somebody who would have rolled for just NP1 or NP2 to go for that extra copy to get that extra pen skill now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, for me, this is something I said to my Discord server and everyone I could in my videos. I'm look, with the new change in this system, this might be the time for you to really start prioritizing your low rarity servants, because you are probably going to be able to unlock all those Append skills. Oh my god, oh my gosh, Muscle's a huge fan of at least I'm remembering it's Muscle. What is her name, the archer girl from Vietnam?
Oh, her. I don't know her name, but
I know who you're talking about.
With the hat, right? And
with the super cool hat. Yeah. So prioritizing servants like that, prioritizing, of course, your coups. I don't think Hanako Green is going to be too bothered by this.
Stronger now.
Coups got absolutely buffed by this.
My God.
That cooldown reduction on protection from arrows.
Massive Geronimo buffs incoming, like things like that.
Geronimo meta.
Please.
Yeah, so all of your lower rarity servants, your Parises, your William Tells. I'm just saying these because I'm looking at the Archer page because I'm trying to find what that character's name is.
It should be the latest one.
Sugitani Zenjubo, that's her name. Okay.
Oh, clearly, I don't know how I forgot that.
Yeah. So if you have a 3-star you love, like they're getting stronger. You're ready. So I would say in terms of helping out 3-star and lower rarity servants, this was a huge buff for low rarities across the board. This is crazy good for low rarity servants. It just ends up creating a FOMO feel bad moment if your favorite servant is a 4-star, a 5-star, or heavens forbid, Miyamoto Iori. Iori.
Or even that new anniversary servant that came out that they definitely 100% pushed it as far as they could.
Yeah, like a shiny rush, summer.
I'm like, that's another conversation. But it actually that's part of this conversation. I feel like they kind of knew people weren't going to be happy about this, but they probably thought people would swallow it. So they're like, okay, well, let's put the new shiny servant that they want. They'll focus on that, and we can just throw this out there, and they won't notice. Oh no, they
noticed. The shiny object did not distract us.
So,
but there's ways we can fix this. There's ways they can implement it.
It's easily fixable.
One thing I was thinking, like, just let me do what like every other gacha game out there does. Let me give you 2 servant coins for 1 of this servant coin. Just let me give you servant coins for servant coins. I don't care if I have to spend more coins to get the coins that I want. Just let me do that exchange and it'll be fine. I had people tell me on Twitter, like, well, they're not going to do that because it's going to, disincentivize rolling. And my response is, I don't care. Sorry. I just think that's a solid way to deal with it. Like, incentivize all the rolling you've done, give you an even better feel-good moment where it's like, well, even if I got all of these other servants that I don't necessarily need, at least I got these coins, and I can use these coins maybe on another character I like and end up getting them up there so it doesn't feel like a total waste.
You could also do it to, like, put it in a Mana Prism shop for a little bit, and Rare Mana Prism shop, or even events. Just
like a wild card servant coin.
Yeah, just a universal one that you can use for anything. You have universal experience cards.
Exactly.
Same thing for coins.
Or you would make them class specific, like this is for sabers only, or this is for archers.
They could do that. And I mean, if you got to do it like that, that's something.
I feel like they'll never get to it that straightforward. Just feel like just use this code on anyone. I always like to throw a wrench in the plan somewhere.
Yeah, if only it were that simple.
I mean, I still think that would be better. But can you imagine having to specifically farm for Foreigner coins or Avenger coins or Lord Forbid Beast coins? Oh my gosh,
don't make it a daily quest.
No, I'm good.
No,
I'm good.
Like, let me go to the shop.
We're all missing the obvious thing here.
All right.
Servant coin battle pass. Let's go.
No!
Oh man. Oh no! Nah, I'm good.
Hire me, let's go. I got you.
No. How about put it on the login bonus?
Yeah, just
honestly, legitimately, just
I would actually care about logging in.
You got the faux paw prints, you got the summon tickets, you got sync courses. Put it on like, universal coin or whatever. Like. The first day Saber, the second day Archer. I don't know. Just figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, if you do it that way, you can fit in an extra class coin, and then everything's fine.
Honest, for real, I just think it should be like that. Or there are ways to fix it. I just don't think they thought it through, and they thought we'd just be okay with it. And they definitely probably were like, "Well, we need some money." Because we're not making as much money as we thought we were.
Man, Hoyo's got that ZZZ thing coming out. We gotta
and plus, like, guys, my wife is so into Love in Deep Space right now. It is ridiculous, and that was the second place thing.
Or Ouroboros Project is playing that right now. I have to hear about Silas at the moment.
There's so many gacha games coming out right now. It's crazy.
Silas.
Yeah, it is, and I think FGO as a whole has been pressured to pressing their emergency buttons a lot sooner. Because think about it this way. We're technically about to have a fourth Nasuverse servant show up because we our fourth time this year. Because at the beginning we had Samurai Remnant, then we had the Alcos event, which is Holy Night, and then we had most recently these 2 twin servants that I know MP is really crazy about.
Oh yeah,
but they're tackling more Nasuverse stuff. Like, okay, we do this, we guarantee fans. If we do this, we guarantee fans. They're doing
they're branching out.
Which, honestly, good. I thought that was the entire point to begin with. I seem to remember hearing about that when they did the initial Garden of Sinners collab year 1, and then just I was kind of like, weren't they supposed to do that? Like, where did all the other Nasuverse characters go? So I'm happy for the Type Moon fans that finally we're getting the Avengers Endgame. It's happening.
Yeah, yes. It is.
And plus, I mean, with Arc 2 ending next year, like guaranteed ending next year, I mean, there's tons of potential to continue to branch out. Because we know it's not going anywhere. We know it's not just going to end. There's no way.
We do. It does line up, too, that they said before that the 10th anniversary was going to... They had everything always set to 10th anniversary. And now
it really makes sense.
Ending, it's like, okay. They're trying to stall and build out 10th year, story ends. And that's a clean way to start something new.
Tsugihime Grand Order drops.
Man, Grand Order 2 drops, and it's just arcade. It's just arcade. Comes out on PlayStation, Switch, and has a PC client.
Guys,
no man, they're building up for the Honkai Star Rail collab in FGO.
That's my god, it all links together.
It's gonna link together with the Unlimited Blade Works collab. Like that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
And then
it's gonna come together. I will summon March 7th and Grail her to 120. It'll be awesome.
We've sold the Fate IP to Hoyo. They're gonna
and look, also Fate Extra Record comes out next year too.
I'm hyped for that. I'm gonna stream the hell out of that.
Give me the Tamamos.
What? Both y'all go fight for the Foxes, I guess. I'm
here for Nero.
Oh, you're for Nero. Oh yeah, I forgot you love Nero too. All right, cool.
I'm Nero. Team Nero.
All right, so Nero, Tamamo, I'll pick Emiya. That's fine.
That's entirely reversed on my screen. I just want you to know that.
Tamamo, oh, dang, I messed it up again. All right, never mind. The point is, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on. And I will say, let's not do death threats or any sort of anything.
None of that. Come on, guys.
This is not that serious.
Yeah,
please no.
I'm sorry you guys had to learn about that from me, but yeah, it's totally a thing that happened.
That doesn't surprise me, but it's so stupid. It's so dumb.
It's never a good way to get your point across. It actually ends up overall making your point seem less valid because you're acting like a child, and I will go down with that ship. So just like don't do that. Just voice your concerns in a respectable manner, and then bounce because you got other things to do. You don't need to be spamming death threats on the official FGO Twitter. It's not a good look. Don't do that.
No,
cut it out.
Absolutely not.
Because then it's going to make them pull away from just reacting to fans and giving their one, and they just go back to ignoring us like they did in their early days.
It's not the social media manager's fault. I don't know how to explain that to you better. It's not
that guy did not come up with the coin decision. Trust me.
He's like, man, I'm just paid to post things on Twitter. Come on, leave me alone.
Exactly. Sorry, Ono is not taking away the Twitter. It's not happening. But honestly, this is a fixable thing. People should not expect this to be overnight. We just have to wait and see what they do.
Yeah, and they responded well. So
yeah, I think I know people are saying like, yeah, we should keep it going. We shouldn't just let this by. But I do think we need to give credit where credit is due. We need to celebrate the successes. I would say the response was very well done. Should the announcement happen in the first place? Probably not, but they're recovering, and that's good. So
it's a good step in the right direction. So it shows us that they're actually making an effort, which is good. It's more they would have done 8 years ago.
Man,
how far we've come in a good way.
Truly, it is a 9th anniversary.
Can we please fix the USO system while we're at it?
I forget that exists, man.
Conversation for another time. Conversation for another time.
For real.
Yeah, but that's the third video we do.
That's the third one. All right, USOs. But guys, we want to know what you guys think, because obviously all of you down below and watching this are gonna have comments, and we want to know. Please let us know in the comments below. Obviously, you should be subscribed to this too anyway if you haven't, but if you have, go ahead and do it.
Him too.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Hey, thank you. But yeah, no, definitely go ahead.
Directions.
Yeah.
Subscribe to every human you see on the screen, including that person behind Musaki that he can't see. That's all you gotta do. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for us.
Yeah, that's really it. So,
I'm going 5-0.
I am Musaki from God of Yours.
I'm a Soberoni of Genie Reviews.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Later. Bang, 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 bang. All right.
Nice.
Cut and break.
Nice.